Good morning, children. Welcome to all of you in the physics class. Today I will explain the topic root mean square speed of gas molecule, and this is the second video of chapter behavior of perfect gases and kinetic theory of gases. In this chapter, firstly, we have calculated here the root mean square velocity. What is the meaning of VRMS? VRMS means under root mean square velocity, that is also right here. The value of pressure of gas P is equal to 1 by 3 rho mean square velocity. VRMS is also right down here in this manner, and the normal pressure is this. So after calculating for hydrogen, we get here the RMS speed of air and hydrogen molecules are, for air it is value 1746 km per hour or 485 meter per second, and for hydrogen the value of VRMS is 1835 meter per second or 6600 km per hour. We see that the RMS speed of gas molecule are of the order of speeds of supersonic aeroplanes and jet planes. This is important for you. Now moving forward, thermal equilibrium and kinetic interpretation of temperature. What is this in this chapter? In kinetic theory of gases, the interpretation of temperature and thermal equilibrium are based on speed and energy of the gas molecule. Suppose 1 mole of gas is taken as absolute temperature and volume V, and RMS speed is mean square, that is this in the circle. So kinetic theory of gases, the pressure of 1 mole of the gas is given by 1 by 3 m capital N upon capital V into V mean square velocity. We get PV is equal to this, but Mn is equal to mass of one molecule and number of molecules in 1 mole of the gas. So we get in this manner PV is equal to 1 by 3 capital M V mean square velocity, where capital M is the molecular weight. For ideal gas equation, 1 mole is equal to PV is equal to RT, where R is the gas constant. So we can write it here, instead of PV we use here RT, then value of RT is this. So after simplify, we get the VRMS is directly proportional to the square of the under root absolute temperature. It means the root mean square speed of the molecule of gas is directly proportional to the square root of the absolute temperature of the gas. This means the faster the motion of the molecule of a gas, higher will be the temperature of the gas. Okay. Now, important thing which is given here, it is also evident from the above relation that if the absolute temperature of the gas becomes 0, then the RMS speed is equal to 0. Hence, according to the kinetic theory of gases, absolute zero temperature, that the temperature at which the motion of all the molecules of the gas stop. This is very important for you. Now, relation between molecular weight and RMS speed, that is given here, V1 RMS upon V2 RMS is equal to under root M2 upon M1. This is very important formula for numerical purpose. So we write here the ratio of the root mean square speed of the molecule of two different gases at the same temperature is inversely proportional to the square root of their molecular weight. Now moving forward, relation between temperature and molecular kinetic energy. For 1 mole of gas, the molecular weight is capital M and mean square speed of its molecule is V mean square. Then according to the kinetic energy formula, 1 by 2 m V square bar is equal to 1 by 2 m 3 RT by m, because V square mean is equal to 3 RT by m. So average kinetic energy of 1 mole gas is equal to 3 by 2 RT. There are n molecules in 1 mole of gas, therefore average kinetic energy of 1 molecule is equal to 3 by 2 RT divided by n, and we get here 3 by 2 R by n into T. R by n is equal to Boltzmann constant, so we write here 3 by 2 kT. This is the average kinetic energy of 1 molecule. Okay. Now moving forward, what is the average distance between the molecule of gas? This can be calculated for normal temperature and pressure. The volume value comes here, that is 3.72 into 10 to the power minus 26 meter cube. If the space be assumed to be cubical, then the distance between two molecules becomes 10 to the power minus 9 meter. What is the explanation of gas law from kinetic theory? First is Boyle's law. Because Boyle's law true for constant temperature, that is PV is equal to constant. With the help of kinetic theory of gases, pressure formula is this: 1 by 3 mn upon V. V mean square velocity. But for ideal gas, V mean square velocity can be also write in this manner. So we get here Mn is the mass of the gas which is constant. All these right terms are constant, so we get here PV is equal to constant, and this is the Boyle's law. Similarly, Charles' law can be derived with the help of kinetic theory of gases. In the Charles' law, V is directly proportional to the temperature at constant pressure. By using this formula, P is equal to 1 by 3 Mn upon V square mean, after multiplying n numerator, we write it here, V is equal to, in this manner, since the average kinetic energy of one molecule is 1 by 2 m V bar square, that is 3 by 2 kT, as earlier shown you, then we get here V is equal to 2 by 3 n upon P multiply by 3 by 2 kT, or we write it here in this manner, that is n upon P into kT. So we get V is directly proportional to the T. Now degree of freedom. What is degree of freedom? Degree of freedom shows for monoatomic, that is this diagram, diatomic, that is this diagram, for triatomic, in this diagram. The degree of freedom is actually a particle indicate the number of independent motion which the particle can undergo, or the number of independent method of exchanging energy. This is for monoatomic, this is for diatomic, and this is for triatomic. For monoatomic, the degree of freedom is 3. For diatomic, the degree of freedom is 5. For triatomic, the degree of freedom is 6. Okay. Now moving forward, law of equipartition of energy. According to this law, in a classical system of particles which is in equilibrium or at absolute temperature T, the average internal kinetic energy per particle associated with each degree of freedom, that is 1 by 2 kT, where K is Boltzmann constant. If the particle has F degree of freedom, then total value becomes 1 by 2 F kT. This is law of equipartition of energy. For 1 mole of gas, the value of internal energy becomes U, and it is equal to capital N multiplied by 1 by 2 F kT, or 1 by 2 F RT. Now, next topic is evaluation of molar specific heats, that is CP/Cv, and the ratio of specific heats Cp upon Cv of gases. we know the formula right now. The internal energy U is equal to 1 by 2 F RT. After differentiating it with respect to T, we get du upon dt is equal to 1 by 2 F R. Now, according to the first law of thermodynamics, du is equal to dq minus dw. And one important thing, at constant volume until its temperature rises through dt, the heat given would be dq is equal to cv dt, and no external work would be done as volume remains constant. So, cv value is du upon dt. Substituting the value of du upon dt from above, we get cv is equal to 1 by 2 fr. This is cv value, this is 1 by 2 fr value, that are same. So, cv is equal to 1 by 2 fr. Now, Cp, the specific heat at constant pressure, have the relation according to the Mayer formula. Cp is equal to Cv plus R. We get Cp is equal to 1 by 2 Fr plus R, and comes F by 2 plus 1 bracket close into R. Similarly, the ratio of Cp upon Cv is equal to gamma, and it comes 1 plus 2 upon F, where gamma decreases the increases in the number of degrees of freedom. For monoatomic gases, it can be calculated 1.67. For diatomic gases, the value of gamma is 1.40. For triatomic, the value of gamma is 1.33. So, in this way, now moving forward, mean free path. What is mean free path? As shown in the picture, molecules travel in zigzag form. So, the mean free path is the average distance travelled by the molecule between two successive collisions with one molecules, and its expression can be calculated by this formula. The mean free path is denoted by lambda and is equal to kT upon under root pi d square p, where k is Boltzmann constant, T is absolute temperature, under root pi is as usual, d square is the value of diameter square of the free path, p is the pressure, and lambda is the mean free path. Okay. Now, some uses which are given here by Avogadro number and its significance. First significance, the Avogadro number is the number of molecule in 1 mole of a substance. It is denoted by capital N, and its value have 6.0221 into 10 to power 23, and it is denoted by capital N. For example, for carbon 12 has a mass of 12 gram, and it have 6.0221 into 10 to power 23 molecules. Similarly, 1 mole of nitrogen has a mass of 28 gram. So, it also have the molecule number 6.0221 into 10 to the power 23, and it is gives the value of N for 1 mole every substance. Next significance is atomic mass of an element can be calculated by it, molecular mass of a compound can be calculated by it, and number of atoms in a given mass of an element can be calculated by it. In this manner, I have concluded this chapter. Thank you all of you. Thank you for watching us.